It's the Winnipeg Ice, and it is the second round of the Western Hockey League playoffs.
Turn it over, a chance in front, and they score! Korzak, opportunity here, scores! Korzak, watch, broken up by Lambos, puck in front, chances there, they score! Jagger, Furcus, and it's a tie game tonight in Winnipeg. And Neal tonight from the Ice game. Winnipeg takes game one. Winnipeg drew first blood last night with a 5-3 victory. Here's an opportunity now, puck in the crease, they jam away, they score! 62 seconds in, it's 1-0 Moose Jaw. Puck bounces up high, they score! And 22 seconds into the power play, it's a 2-0 Warrior lead. Great Jagger with a wrist shot on the left wing, and it's 3-0 Warriors. And they make it 4-0 as Martin Rysavy will put it in. So the Warriors with 3 consecutive power play goals. No, puck is there and it stayed out. Boy, they don't get any closer than that, literally. The Warriors are going to survive this one and tie the series as the puck goes into the empty net.
After 2 hard-fought games in Winnipeg, the Moose Jaw Warriors and Ice begin their second-round series, or bring their second-round series here to the hangar. Hello, I'm Marc Smith, and welcome to tonight's Game 3 between the Warriors and the Ice on IKS Media Warriors Live. This series has been back and forth so far, and through 2 games, I wouldn't expect anything different here tonight. Winnipeg skated to a 5-3 win in Game 1 last Friday, but Moose Jaw followed that up with a 5-3 win of their own in Game 2 on Saturday. The split in Winnipeg has given the Warriors a lot of confidence as they come back home for the next 2 games. The start will no doubt be important in this game. Both teams are 9-0 so far in the playoffs combined when they score first. Winnipeg also jumped out to a 3-0 lead in the first period of Game 1 before going on to win, while the Warriors picked up a 4-0 lead just 10 minutes into Game 2, which led to their victory in that game. Special teams will also be key in this hockey game. Moose Jaw has their power play has went 4 for 7 so far here in the series, while Winnipeg was 1 for 9 in Game 2 and sit at just 2 for 11 so far. Their penalty kill is 16th in the WHL playoffs so far, so last place for the Winnipeg Ice penalty kill. They know that will be better going into this game, and if not, the Warriors could very well find themselves on top once again. For more on tonight's game, let's head down to the Warriors locker room and hear from head coach Mark O'Leary. Speaking with Moose Jaw Warriors head coach Mark O'Leary ahead of Game 3 against the Winnipeg Ice, how important was it to go into Winnipeg and get that split in Games 1 and 2?
Real important now that we got it. You know, I think if we didn't win one in the road, we'd be looking forward to having 2 games at home. But I think getting that split is, good for the confidence level, and obviously we have ourselves a series.
It was 2 games where you guys played pretty well in both games. Game 1 just got a little bit behind the 8 ball, fought your way back, but then lost in the third. Game 2, get that great start and then roll from there. I guess your thoughts on those 2 games?
Yeah, I think that we had our moments both ways. I think, like you mentioned, the first game, I thought we had some moments in the game where I really liked our game, and then there was other times where the mistakes they capitalized on are ones we can't make, and I thought we cleaned those up in the second game. We were a little bit harder, a little bit more diligent. Obviously the penalty trouble made us chase the game there a little bit in the third period, or I guess the second half of the game. But overall, we like bits and pieces of it. We just need to find that full 60.
What do you build off now? I know you guys have talked about going game to game, but what can you take from those 2 games to build off going into Game 3?
Well, we just have honest conversations and honest video sessions on what went well and where we can continue to improve. And again, the positives are that our response from Game 1 to Game 2 is great. Our start was really good. Special teams won us the game in game 2. So, it's concentrating on the positives and trying to, replicate that. And again, just being honest in what we can do to be a little bit better.
How much will a big crowd tonight for Game 3 help you guys for this game?
Well, it's going to be real important. I know, every team likes playing at home a little bit more, and there's a little bit more juice in the building. I think getting a split helps with that, creates a little bit of excitement, not only for our players, but for the fans as well. So looking forward to the challenge here.
Awesome. Well, good luck in Game 3.
Thank you.
Thank you to Coach O'Leary for joining us here on the pregame show. Braden Yeager is riding a 3-game goal streak with 5 goals over that stretch, including 2 goals and 3 points in the Game 2 win for the Warriors. We'll hear from the Warriors forward when we come back next here on IKS Media Warriors Live.
Does this look familiar? Your fans deserve an incredible arena experience. It's time for an upgrade. Stunning graphics. Revenue opportunities are just the beginning with our in-venue display systems and scoring technology. Let us help you find the best solution for your facility. EDG, always delivering the best fan experience.
It's where co-workers gather for team lunches. It's where first dates feel a little less awkward. It's where friends are treated like family. It's the Mad Greek.
Thank you for 20 years of local love and support.
We can't wait for the next 20 years. We love Moose Jaw.
Dine in, take out, or delivery for the best ribs in town. Pizzas, pastas, and authentic Greek cuisine. It's the taste of tradition at the Mad Greek, 925 Main Street North, Moose Jaw.
Welcome back into the hangar in downtown Moose Jaw as we get set for Game 3 between the Warriors and the Ice of this second round series. First 2 games were great in Winnipeg. I expect these 2 here in Moose Jaw to follow suit and be another 2 big battles between these 2 teams. Let's head back down to the Warriors locker room and find out more about what the Warriors are looking to build off coming out of those 2 games with when I hear from Warriors forward Braden Yeager. Speaking with Moose Jaw Warriors forward Braden Yeager ahead of Game 3 against the Winnipeg Ice, you guys get the split in Games 1 and 2. How key was that for this team to come home with this series evened up?
Yeah, it was huge. I mean, when you're the lower seed, you got to win a game on the road. So, I think that was huge to bounce back from the night before and get a win and kind of end on a good note. So yeah, we're excited.
What did you guys do to build off Game 1 and play a real strong game in Game 2?
Yeah, I thought Game 1 we played pretty well. I think we just hurt ourselves a bit at the end and didn't have the third period that we wanted. But that when we were down 3 goals there and came back, that kind of gave us a lot of confidence. And I think we just focused on the positives going into Game 2, and I thought we did a really good job. Do
you think you guys showed in the first 2 games of this series that you're right in it and that this is going to be a tough series?
Yeah, I think we knew coming in that it's going to be a pretty long or tight series, but I think both really good teams, and I think it came down to special teams this weekend, but I think we know that we're capable of beating these guys, and we're not gonna give them any room to play hard against us or whatever.
For yourself, you're riding I think a 4-game goal streak. You have 5 goals over that part. What's working for you right now? What kind of clicked for you?
Yeah, I think just shooting a little bit more. I think that's one thing that coaches told me to do a little bit more of, and I think just putting pucks on net, especially on the road, just getting everything on the net, and the couple power play goals the other night. So I think just using my shot a little bit more, and they've been going in for me, so it's nice.
Yeah. Going into Game 3, how important is it going to be to kind of get the fans into this game and use the home ice advantage now?
Yeah, it'll be huge. I think we love playing in this barn. So the fans are great, and hopefully they're cheering really loud, and we're going to try and get them going and use them to our advantage.
Well, good luck in Game 3.
Thanks, Smitty.
Thanks to Warriors forward Braden Yeager for joining us here on the pregame show tonight. Let's take a look at the starting lineups for these two teams, and we'll start with the Moose Jaw Warriors, who will have, this has been the starting lineup for them for, I think, 5 straight games now. They will turn to 20-year-old netminder Connor Unger in net. He's 5-1 with a .211 goals against average and a .931 save percentage so far through 6 playoff games. He didn't have to be great in Winnipeg, but he was sharp in those 2 games for the Warriors. On the back end, the duo of Denton Matejchuk and Max Warner. Matejchuk 2 goals, 4 points so far in the playoffs. Warner 2 goals, 6 points, point per game for the 19-year-old defenseman, Edmonton Oilers prospect. Up front, Braden Yeager, the 11th ranked prospect by NHL Central Scouting. He is on fire with 5 goals, 10 points so far in the playoffs. Those 5 goals coming in the last 3 games. Jagger Furcus, 5 goals, 12 points, leading the Warriors so far here in the postseason. And Martin Rysavy right with them. He's been great so far in the postseason, playing a very hard forecheck game for the big Czechia forward. He has 3 goals, 7 points so far in the postseason. Moving over to the Winnipeg Ice, it will be Daniel Hauser in net. He is also 5-1 with a 3.0 goals against average and a .900 save percentage in 6 appearances so far. He was pulled in the last game against the Warriors in Game 2. Mason Beaupitt came in that game, so we'll see if Daniel Hauser, I would expect him to bounce back here tonight against the Warriors here in Game 2. Moving over to the Winnipeg Ice, they will turn to Carson Lambos and Graham Sword. Very steady duo. 1 and 5 so far, or 1 goal, 5 points so far for Sword on the playoffs. 3 assists so far in the playoffs for Carson Lambos. This dangerous line up front, they have done a lot of damage in the postseason and in this series so far. Matthew Savoy, 7 goals, 14 points. He centers the line with Connor McLennan, 5 goals, 10 points, while Owen Peterson is on the other wing with 2 goals and 5 points so far in the postseason. It's going to be a great battle. These two teams very evenly matched so far through 2 games. I would expect another tight, physical, fast-paced game here tonight at the Hangar for Game 3. Let's see if the Warriors fans can lift their team up a little bit. Let's see if the Warriors can feed off that home energy here in Game 3 and try to take a lead in this series. It'll be exciting to watch. James Gallo and Derek Klutzel will have all the action on Country 100 and WHL Live. If you're tuning in on Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook, you can head over there and watch or listen to tonight's game. If you want to tune into our post-game show, we'll be back live right after the final buzzer here on Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook with all the recap, including reaction from the Warriors locker room. That will be after tonight's game. But let's head down to ice level where pregame ceremonies for Game 3 are getting underway.
NHL bound players. NHL bound. We're talking elites of the elites between these